feature night for the World Championships, Whynot Motorsports Park here in Meridian, Mississippi. We are locked in for the feature pure stock challenge race, 3,000 to win. Good to go. Going to make just a few changes to the car just to tighten it up, check over a few things, and that's it. We have got a show-winning car. Y'all stick around. Let's see what we do. Well, me and Russ is heading to another driver's meeting. Rinse and repeat from yesterday, right?
Well, I hope it's not a full repeat. Get better luck tonight.
Yeah, Russ has got a lot of wood to chop. You got to run through the B main to make it, don't you?
I did bring an axe with some firewood. I sharpened it up. Maybe we can sharpen our way through there.
Better sharpen that dude up. But I'm good. I got plenty of time. I'm going to go through and just check the car over and make sure we're tip top.
Yeah, you definitely got up on the wheel last night.
Yeah.
You're running up there towards the front of that heat race.
I know it. I want to see you get up on the wheel in your B main though. That's the main thing. So we're going to drive.
What do you say? Just hold it wide open the whole race?
Whole race, never lift, and you better hope they just get out your way, right?
That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna hold on to wood.
All right. It looks good, but it's drier. The humidity's gone out of the air, and it's breezy. And with all those B mains, and then like y'all's is like 60 laps. Buddy, it's gonna go black tonight. It ain't went black yet.
Side by side wash right here.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, it is definitely. I tell you what, this new dirt they put on this track, buddy, that's some fantastic dirt. It really is.
He does a good job on this track, you know.
He does a very, very good job. I've been thoroughly impressed with how well they run this.
Yeah, so I want to thank everybody for sticking it out. We've raced the Motorsports Series this year. Appreciate all the tracks that allowed us to come and race. You know, being a promoter is one of the most thankless jobs at the racetrack, owning a track. You know, it's hard on yourself, it's hard on your family. It takes a lot of work, a lot of money, a lot of time to get a facility like this ready. So with that being said, we'd like to announce that Rodney Wing is our 2023 Promoter of the Year. So y'all see Rodney around. I know sometimes he gets around and talks to y'all. Just tell him thank you. I mean, without guys like him that allow us to have two of our biggest events on our series schedule, Street Stock Nationals and now the World Championship, it's a really big deal. So
Y'all see that white right there? I rubbed that ute tire last night. I mean, I just rubbed it. I felt it in the steering wheel a little bit, but better safe than sorry. Better check it. Make sure it didn't bump my toe out in on me. I don't think it did. I will make sure. That's about a ½ inch of toe out. I used to run a lot less, and I went out a little more on my toe out, and it's helped a little bit. I think it really helped with Rachel. I opened it up some, but you know, like me, I opened it up, kind of slowed me down a little bit on sitting there constantly dancing on that steering wheel. So it's on a ½ inch. I think it's been good this weekend on a ½ inch. All right. Swap some tires out. I think I'm going to take some stagger out of the back of the car. Like this one. Yeah, good right rear for dry slick right there. again. I may like how that one I got prepped looks, but it's actually a little less than 3/4. It's more like a 1/2 inch of stagger is all I'm gonna have. And I definitely want that fresh right rear. So I'm gonna clean up my left rear, buff it off, put it back on the car and go with 1 1/4 inch instead. Leaf cars have to have stagger to turn. And I am not naive enough to think I'm gonna go out there with a 1/2 inch stagger when I was running 1 1/2 inch of stagger and that car worked just because it slicked off that much. No, we're gonna have to have some stagger, so do that. All right, y'all, 1 inch spacer here, throwing it on. All right, so 1/2 inch spacer on the right rear, that's gone. And then pull this 4/4 shock back off. And I'm going to put the 3 compression 5 rebound back on. I am making a judgment call based on where I predict this track is going to be. You know, low humidity today, a little bit breezy. Drying the track out on them, so he's having to really just keep throwing the water to it. And ton of racing. We got like 6 different B mains that are 12 laps a piece, plus 2 other full shows of like late models, modifieds. All of that's happening before us, and then a 60 lap street stock world championships happening before us. I don't care how much water Rodney Wing has put on that track. I expect it to go black. And I am going to set up for black. I'm just going to have to take my chances on that. If I wait till the last minute, being a one-man show, I won't have time. So, I'm putting it all on there. I'm going to put a 1 inch spacer on my right front. And that's going to put me 2 inches of offset. I'm going to have a 2 off on my right front and a 4 off on my right rear. So I'm going to be 2 inches offset. Then I'm going to be heads up on the other side. I had a 1 inch spacer on the left front. I'm going to leave that alone. 1 inch spacer on the left rear. So I'm heads up on the left side. I'm 2 inches offset on the right side. And this tie down shock. That's my major changes I'm making for the track to be ready, for the car to be ready for a full dry spin.
Pulls up the victory
And
lane.
we got 13th, and the car's still in one piece. Looks like he may nosed someone at one point. Front end looked like it was a little crushed in, but other than that, it was a good race. Glad we just made the show tonight, so y'all stick around.
Well, all right, what'd y'all think about that? So, started out really strong. That first run there, those boys just weren't going. And we were seeing holes and pulling forward. But then the second time around, everybody said, okay, it's time to race. Was still advancing. First 15 laps was I was really liking what I was seeing. Had some brown lines that were working. I was pulling forward and just marching forward with the car. I think I got up to maybe somewhere around 9th or 10th. I know on one of the caution restarts I was at 11th, and I'd been just a little bit further forward than that. Second half of the race, I don't know if in the cautions I'd got my tires hot and then they sealed over, but the same lines I've been pulling forward on, they were just failing me. So I really started just hunting around. I was looking for some brown where I could. It just seemed like everywhere I went, I was like just giving up position. Car was fantastic. Car was drivable. It was perfect. It was a little tight to be right down on the bottom. So like in 3 and 4, there was still a lot of brown. And then in 1 and 2, it was full black all the way to the inside. And like those last 5 or 6 laps where I just stayed on the bottom, you probably can't see it on camera, but I was driving with my left hand and had my right hand on the 3-wheel, 4-wheel brake bias. And so I was flipping the brake bias on and off, end to end, to make the car work, just to keep from giving up position at that point. So I just went up there to get paid out, and I ended up finishing 13th place. So I started 16th, I finished 13th. I bent the nose in on the car, but it didn't hurt the car. They brake checked and everything, and I caught it and stopped the car before I slammed the guy in front of me. But the boy behind me, he ran over me and pushed me into the car in front of him. And that's just what happens when somebody brake checks up front like that on a start. Come on, guys, don't do that. You're just gonna tear up cars. But I'm super happy with the Leafer. Old girl just performs just like she always has. It was just easy to drive anywhere I wanted to put it. Just love that old car. Are you subscribed yet? You should be subscribed. You should turn on the notifications. You should definitely hit thumbs up. And if you really like what we're doing, you should leave a comment. All right, I'll see y'all next time.